What is up, YouTube? LazeeLlama here, and we are back with some Quick Heroes. And today's episode, 171, which is insane. The fact that we're less than, I guess now you could say 30 episodes away from episode 200, which we've got to do something special for. I don't know what I want to do yet, but we've got to do something for it. Whether it's just a long extra video or something, I've got to do something. Definitely gotta. I didn't really do anything for 100, but 200? Man, it's going to be here within a month. I guess a little over a month, I guess you could say, but right around a month. Anyways, let's get this going. As you can see, we've made quite a bit of progress. I don't actually have enough hero souls to move on to someone else, otherwise I would be able to even push this farther. And we're not active or anything, so there's that. I'll kind of skim through this real quick, and you kind of get where our levels are at here. And then I'll go over my transcendent stuff. I think I have all of the non-clicking ones, including these two that I always pick up that I just haven't put the levels into yet. But yeah, you can see kind of things going. We've only got to our fourth. This one we pushed a lot farther than I thought we were going to. Normally, I've had things where I'd go like 3 that would be kind of quick. This one wasn't quite. I mean, it was pretty efficient, I guess you could say. I mean, it's about an hour for 1,000 zones. It was. I mean, I was a little sloppy on it, but sadly, you know, nonetheless. And then I went up 1,000 zones here, as you can see, a little over. I could have probably reset again last night, but I was really tired, and yeah, I would have just put it back in with guilds into someone lower because I wasn't gonna wait. So. Yeah, this is going to be more of kind of just a catch-up episode, kind of hopefully get some good progress. This is going to be like the turning point. I think I'm going to use this 100% here because this is a shorter one. I might actually use the 12% as well. I don't know if 12% alone would be worth it. This guy's finished, and we can get you out. 4 hours is too much for that. Let's just go for a quick little half-hour quest, and we'll just kind of claim that whenever we get it. But I'll probably do the 12% and the 100% together because 12% is not going to be enough to make it up. I don't think I could maybe do the 12 and then the 100, but that would just add 2 ascension times, so it's not really necessary. As my ascensions, I still have to grind to get the stats to actually be able to do it. We're probably gonna wait till next episode to claim this. I think I want to be around, like, I'm guessing it'd be next episode, maybe even one after, but I want to be around level like 6,000, I think, before I go ahead and claim this. I'm gonna be a little slacking on this transcendence as I'm a little bit busy throughout the week this week, and I'm just not going to be around to be able to necessarily even get 2 in every night. Hopefully tonight I will. It's already a little late. I work late tonight, so that'll kind of throw into things a little bit. But we'll hold on to this one, even though it's a level 50. I mean, level 15 at this point we can start to hold on to. But I don't want to do like the double retake, especially for the fact that we might not. I mean, if we get a good quick ascension thing here, maybe I'll do another one. But I don't really want to stack it up. So I'll just keep going. We broke 2,000. Honestly, I'm perfectly okay with that. We should have clan going too. I didn't think to attack. I'm hoping someone finished it. Yeah. I mean, I can pretty much ignore it because I just can't get my attacking because I kill it in one shot. I mean, is this one am I gonna? Yeah, just barely gonna kill it. If I don't break my highest zone ever tomorrow, I can attack it 1 click and then I'll be able to do it. But yeah, we're doing too much damage to fight the boss at this point, which is okay. I really don't care to attack. It doesn't pay out anything to me either way. Early on, I mean, it'll still be useful nonetheless, even if you don't attack, but later on, it's pretty crap. Let's beat this boss. Let's ascend. Let's get to this. Bam. Ascension time. Let's get started with a click. Oh, give me that gold. Should be enough to just get us rolling. Should be able to open all these too, which isn't going to be an absolute ton. Actually, no, that was an absolute ton. I lied. That was an absolute ton. I want to put them into something. I don't know what I want to guild as. It's kind of an awkward spot. I might not have any. I might just make it so I have some left over so I can do reguilding. I could throw them all in the Terra, see how far Terra pushes, and then move them out. I think I'm gonna do that just because I already have a bunch in Terra. I know I could probably honestly guild Lilin and like leave 1 in Atlas and just get there, no problem. But let's put them all in the Terra. Boom. We literally went up like 100 there, which is kind of crazy. Can't get any levels of Midas yet, which is really what we need to get to this. But while we're waiting, we can come down here and go to Solomon. We're putting 1E to the 100th, which we don't actually have, but that'll just make it so we spend the rest of what we have right into Solomon. Any leftovers, we're going to do the normal admin thing where we kind of boost an admin. And again, the reason we're doing this is because we're going to be quick ascending. Now this is way higher. See, that's 164 billion. If you look in what it was, was this. It always says negative. I don't know why it starts off negative, but this is what we got. So you can see we're getting way more than that. Plus, we're going to have over 100% because we have 102.5 here, and we have the 12.5% we're doing there. So that's literally, that's a lot. That's a lot over. So it's going to be more than this, which would be a great start, which we can technically claim now because that's not going to go up. So we can claim these. Hoping to get a good quest like that. Boom. there, and then maybe even another one here. No, we're just gonna go for the 60-minute thing there. Meaning this I could use later. I might use this in between episodes. Again, I'm gonna wait. This will be done on a video. We'll sort through this, and really we're hoping for Kuma at that point. I don't think I really replaced much. I think I threw an admin. Yeah, I got an admin up there, and that's it. The only one that actually came in that was semi-okay was an admin. So, but we should be able to come down here and grab our gold, which we're gonna need because we already can't afford this. We need to get this to 150, so before we can ascend. But we did claim those, so you can see how much we got. That's quite a bit. It's gonna be a really nice jump in a really fast amount of time. Technically, I could claim this, go back and do it again for the 150% here, which is definitely would bring it up. But the only issue with that is your highest zone doesn't go up at all, so you're kind of wasting that a little bit. Like this would go up if I took what I just earned and went and put it back into Solomon. You'd see that this would go up again. But again, it would only go up so much because our highest zone hasn't gone up. And normally you can do it 2 times, especially early on. You can probably even get away with 3 times and still being semi-worth it. I still have 8 hours, so this is going to claim. I'm probably going to do another one tonight, so that'll be the one for tonight, off video most likely. This will be for tomorrow as long as Arthur doesn't die. And hopefully I'll be able to get this guy out on one and this guy out on one, as well as this guy out on one. Because right now we're looking for Hero Soul only quests, pretty much. In about a day, probably tomorrow, maybe the next day, some point we're going to want to get on a 24-hour, hopefully on one of these guys for a relic. Although it's getting sketchy to send these guys on relics because they're both getting high level. I mean, he's got extra lives, but so it's not the end of the world if he goes down. He hasn't died in quite a few levels. It was early 30s, I think he died last. Maybe even late 20s. He's had a pretty good string of lives here. He went through those other ones pretty fast because, again, he was revived already 3 times by his extra lives because he had 5 in total. And then at the beginning, I leveled them up. I revived him with rubies for like 50 rubies or something. So he's already had a good shot. But anyways, there we go. So you'll see I'll get to claim this, and then I'll have that to spend. So we can click, which for some reason actually broke idle. I don't know why. It shouldn't have. I should have been over 60 seconds since I clicked that. So it actually may be on a... Yeah, it should have been on a 60-minute timer. So I don't know what happened there. But anyways, we can come down here and we can claim this, which will add a decent bit at this point. You can see that went up a lot. Later on in a trans run, it's not going to do anything for me. So that's why, I mean, I really don't care about, attacking or anything. It's not a big deal. The days I'm actually paying attention, I'll clean it up occasionally, but generally I'm not even doing it. But that should carry us on for a bit. So let's save this. We'll import this and kind of start leveling everything up. Everything's going to get a decent jump with that, which is going to be awesome. Should be actually a pretty amusing jump altogether. I love the big jumps of things. So let's just start out with Avgar, which I really don't do much, and I really should because it starts at the top of the list and then come down to see Aladdis, and then we can grab the rest. And Solomon going up a little bit. That's kind of nice. It's actually more than double what it's currently at. So hey, I'll take it. And then we got Nog here. It only goes up so much. I don't know how much is going to want to leave us left with. It looks like it's leaving us with quite a bit. So, and then obviously you want more pretty early on, just so you make sure you get as much in there as it's supposed to be, because more go P. And then come drop everything in here. Bam, bam, bam. And then we've got a lot of 15s. The next tier are 15. 15, 15, 15, 16, and then 15, 15, 14. 15, 15, 14. Yeah, we have plenty left to do some regilding with, which is good because we're going to need it. And then we can get some levels going, and we are off to a great start of a great ascension. And again, I'll hopefully be able to wrap it up at that 150 later tonight and get started at least in the next one. Even if we not get an efficient spot, if I just get it, honestly, possibly gilded into Midas, because I might be able to skip to Midas's thing after this with where things are going. I might take one more to do it, but we're getting up there, so buy all the gilds. Technically, we only need to get him to 75. We can pop our things here, which is going to actually slow down our purchasing power of this because we're not going to make any money. In comparison, that is. I should actually spend some of this extra leftover stuff real quick down here. So if we get you up to 10, and then I could even technically drop that to 20 really easy, which actually does lower that. I don't know if you paid attention to that. If you didn't, I should have pointed it out first, but you can actually go back a second and see that the cooldowns do actually drop. You actually, that would have been more noticeable. That was like 9 minutes a second ago. But level this up to 10 as well. I like to keep them all together, so about a 10% extra chance to grab some extra rubies, which I am in kind of a need of. I have plenty to deal with, especially since I'm not really aiming for anything else other than this, and I am going to start trying to mess with this in a little bit, I think. We're going to try either this trans or next trans. I was talking to Real about it, Real being our highest level here. Real. I did accept this man here called George. I'm assuming a man here called George. I mean, suppose it could be a woman named George, but hey, nonetheless, we just got George in here. But anyways, yeah, this Real right here. I was talking to him about how to do this thing properly, and from my understanding, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I have to double check exactly what he said for me to go with it, but I was kind of talking to him a little bit about it. From what I'm understanding is, basically, when I start up, I get things rolling for a little bit. I'll get down to, you know, where do I get to real quick? I think you get, like when I'm farther in my run, I think within like under 5 minutes I can get up to like Orange or Lilin or something. So go into one of them, or even Potato here. Go into one of them and put all my guilds in them, level them up, put a clicker on them, and then skip 8 hours, or do the 8-hour skip, and it should zoom me really far ahead. And then I think you move your guilds to the next jump, and you do it one more time, if I'm not mistaken. And that should put you close to your high zone ever. I might be wrong, or at least get not necessarily to your high zone ever, but like up there to where it's like you're making progress, you know, to where it's like you're like leveling up, and you should be. I think it's supposed to literally cut ascensions in half. I think is like the idea of it, and I think you're supposed to use 2 in one single run. I might be wrong. I could be completely wrong. I'm going to like double check it all before I go spending rubies on it. And I did talk to Real a little bit about it, and then I'm going to look up kind of some other people's thoughts of how, or actually not how to do it, but more of the best way to do it. Anyways, I'm going to put some leveling on Sam here. Sam will honestly probably carry us way past Terra. Once I can afford Terra and I notice it, though, I'm just going to pop over into Terra and just let Terra literally carry me, hopefully all the way to Wep. I'm assuming, maybe not, but I'm guessing we'll get upwards to these 3 at least, and then I could probably move over to them and push even farther to our next ascension. After because I'm going to do the 150 skip, so you got to think I'm basically skipping a full ascension and a half to an ascension with that. It's, you know, upwards. About an ascension, I guess. But be skipping some time to where I should be able to go right to Midas. Even if I get to one of these 3 here, no matter what, the next time I should be able to get to the point of where I can afford Wep to 2,000 while still insta-killing everything, and then it'd be in Midas anyways. And that would be my Midas run, and then after that, it's to Wep. I think just a full Wep run, possibly a very little push with Suchi, and then back to Suchi for maybe a run or 2, and then back to Skog, where we'll hopefully push up to like E to the 1300 or something. I think we were in the 1200s last time, but I want to start making this go up to where we can start moving towards there. So that is the idea. I guess Real actually just got to, I forget his name, starts with a Z, but just got to him if I'm not mistaken. So that is awesome. So congrats to you, man. But anyways, I should be able to actually minimize you because we're done with you. But yeah, at this point, I think we're pretty much done with this episode, guys. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If so, please smack that like button. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.